Good morning students. இப்போ நம்ம பார்க்க போகிற டாபிக் காமன் லெபார்டரி ஆக்சிடென்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் their ரெமடிஸ். குழந்தைங்க கொஞ்சம் கவனம் இல்லாமல் இருக்கும்போது சில நேரங்களில் ஆக்சிடென்ட்ஸ் நிகழக்கூடும். அப்படி நிகழ்ந்துட்டால் டீச்சர்கிட்ட உடனே அதை ரிப்போர்ட் பண்ண சொல்லணும். ஸ்டூடெண்ட் ரிப்போர்ட் பண்ண உடனே ஒவ்வொரு ஆக்சிடெண்ட்டுக்கும் என்ன செய்யணும், என்ன ரெமடியல் மெஷர் எடுக்கணும் டீச்சர் அப்படின்னு நம்ம இப்போ பார்க்க போகிறோம். In spite of the fact that laboratory rules are strictly followed by the teachers and students while working in the laboratory, it is possible that some accidents are likely to happen quite unexpectedly. In such situation, the teacher must have knowledge of first aid. First aid is the immediate help rendered to the victim before he is rushed to medical practitioner. காரு ஆட்டோ அதெல்லாம் சேர்றதுக்குள்ளே என்னென்ன இம்மீடியட்டான ஃபஸ்ட் எய்டு குழந்தைங்களுக்கு பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு நம்ம சொல்ல போகிறோம். அடிக்வேட் ப்ரிகாஷன்ஸ் அண்ட் சேஃப்டி மெஷர்ஸ் இன் த லெபார்டரி, எஸ்பெஷலி இன் த மேட்டர் ஆஃப் ப்ரிவென்டிங் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஃபயர் ஆக்சிடென்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் ப்ரொவைடிங் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் எய்ட் கிட் மஸ்ட் பி என்ஷூர்ட். Some of the accidents that can happen in the laboratory and the nature of first aid to be given in each case are discussed here. First one, burns. Burns by dry heat, that is exposure to flame. For slight burns, apply Sanson oil. In case of blisters caused by burns, apply Borneo at once and rush to dispensary. Acid burns. Wash with plenty of water and then with a saturated solution of sodium bicarbonate and finally with water. Even after this, if burning persists, wipe the skin dry with cotton wool and apply Bernal or tannic acid. In case of concentrated sulfuric acid, wipe it from the skin before giving the above treatment. Alkali burns. Wash with water and then with 1% acetic acid and finally with water. Dry the skin and apply balm. Phosphorus burns. Keeping the affected portion in water, remove all traces of the substances and apply dilute silver nitrate solution. Second one, cut. In case of a minor cut, allow it to bleed for a few seconds and remove the glass piece if any. Apply a little mentholated spirit on the skin. Cover with a piece of leucoplast. For deep cuts, call the doctor at once. Meanwhile, try to stop bleeding by applying pressure above the cut. The pressure should not be continued for more than 5 minutes. Minor bleeding can be stopped easily by applying concentrated ferric chloride solution. Third one, eye injuries. Acid in eye. கண்ணில் ஆசிட் பட்டுச்சு அப்படின்னா at once wash the eye with running water a number of times. Then wash it with 1% sodium carbonate solution by means of an eyeglass bath. Alkali in eye. At once wash with water and with 1% boric acid solution by means of an eyeglass bath. For an eye, do not rub the eye by sprinkling water. Open the eye and remove the particle by means of a camel hair brush after soaking it in glycerin. Again wash freely with water. Poisons. If a solid or liquid goes to the mouth but it is not swallowed, spit it at once and repeatedly rinse with water. If the mouth is scalded, apply olive oil or ghee. Acids. Dilute by drinking much water or preferably magnesia. Caustic alkalis, dilute by drinking water and then drink a glass of lemon or orange juice. Arsenic or mercury. Compounds immediately give an emetic. Example, 1 tablespoon full of salt or zinc sulfate in a tumbler of warm water. Poisonous gases like chlorine, sulfur dioxide, bromine vapors, etc. if inhaled in large quantities often choke the throat and cause suffocation. In such a case, remove the victim to the open air and loosen the clothing at the neck. The patient should smell dilute vapors of ammonia or gargle with sodium bicarbonate solution. Fifth one, fire, burning cloths. If cloths have caught fire, then lay the victim on the floor and wrap a fireproof blanket tightly around him. The fire in the burning cloths will thus be extinguished. Burning regions. In case of fire on the working table at once, turn out the gas taps and remove all things which are likely to ignite. If any liquid in a beaker or flask has caught fire, cover the mouth of the vessel with a clean clamp cloth or duster. Most of the fire on the working tables can be extinguished by throwing sand on them. If any wooden structures has caught fire, it is put up by throwing water on it. Never throw water on burning oil or spirit, since it will only spread the fire. Throwing of a mixture of sand and sodium bicarbonate on the fire is most effective. To avoid fire accidents in the laboratory, every laboratory should have adequate number of fire extinguishers. They must be periodically checked to ensure that they are in working condition. In addition to the fire extinguishers of both bicarbonate type and foam type, there must be adequate number of fire buckets full of sand and water. Every laboratory must have at least 2 doors. Electric shock. In the event of a shock, first switch off the mains. Use an insulated material to pull the person from the point. First aid kit. What are the first aid kit should be there in the laboratory? A first aid kit must be available in every laboratory. It need not be locked. The key should be secured to it so that at times of emergency it can be immediately opened. Items which have been used must be replenished periodically. The nature of treatment for some of the common accidents can be written on a sheet of paper and pasted on it. The following items of equipments must be kept in the box: common salt, acetic acid, ammonia solution, sodium bicarbonate, boric acid or boric powder, tincture of iodine, castor oil, milk of magnesia, turpentine, safety pins, forceps, scissors and brush, sterilized cotton, plaster, bandage cloth, teaspoon and Dettol. It is desirable that every science teacher has some practical knowledge of providing first aid to the person who meets with accidents. In all cases of accidents, it is always advisable to refer the victim immediately to a doctor after rendering first aid. Thank you. இது ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் கொஸ்டின்மா. 10 மார்க்ஸில் அது 5 மார்க்ஸில் வரும். தேங்க்யூம்மா.